Hello, everyone. This is the Kickin' and Streamin' list of everything that's streaming in March 2022.
This is Kickin' and Streamin' Podcast.
Coming to Netflix, March 1st, The Guardians of Justice. An art house satire of the superhero genre, this mixed media adult series follows a team of troubled superheroes as their seemingly fearless leader self-destructs, and they must confront the festering evil in the world and in themselves. March 3rd, Midnight at the Pira Palace. This series focuses on a young journalist called Isra and her encounter with the legendary Pira Palace Hotel in Istanbul. When Isra is assigned to write a piece about the hotel, she accidentally discovers that one of the historical rooms is a portal to the year 1919. Thrust into the past, she lands into the middle of a political conspiracy. March 4th, Lies and Deceit. Originally set to release in November of 2021, this Spanish Netflix original series follows a literature teacher as she seeks justice against a surgeon she claims date raped her, while he vehemently denies her account of the encounter. Pieces of Her. Starring Toni Collette, this thriller series, based on Karen Slaughter's best-selling novel, follows a woman as she pieces together her mother's dark past, after a violent attack in their small town brings hidden threats and deadly secrets to light. March 11th, The Atom Project. After accidentally crash landing in 2022, time-traveling fighter pilot Adam Reed teams up with his 12-year-old self on a mission to save the future. This new sci-fi movie is from Sean Levy and stars Ryan Reynolds and Mark Ruffalo. March 18th, Windfall. Billed as a Hitchcockian thriller film, Jesse Plemons, Lily Collins, and Jason Segel star in this movie about a man being caught breaking into a billionaire's vacation house just as they arrive for a spur-of-the-moment vacation. Hulu. March 3rd, The Dropout, limited series premiere. This series tells the true life story of Elizabeth Holmes, played by Amanda Seyfried, and her company, Theranos, a shocking expose of ambition gone terribly wrong. How did the world's youngest self-made female billionaire lose it all in the blink of an eye? March 4th, Fresh. Billed as a comedy thriller film that follows Noah, who meets the alluring Steve at a grocery store and, given her frustration with dating apps, takes a chance and gives him her number. After their first date, Noah is smitten and accepts Steve's invitation to a romantic weekend getaway, only to find that her new guy has been hiding some unusual appetites. March 18th, Deep Water. Based on a novel written by Patricia Highsmith, the author of Carol, Strangers on a Train, The Two Faces of January, and The Talented Mr. Ripley, the Hulu original film stars Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas, telling the story of a rich husband who allows his wife to have affairs in order to avoid a divorce, but then becomes a prime suspect in the disappearance of her lovers. Disney Plus. March 11th, Turning Red. A confident but dorky 13-year-old is torn between staying her mother's dutiful daughter and being a wild teenager. As if changes to her interests, relationships, and body weren't enough, whenever she gets too excited, she turns into a giant red panda. This Pixar family film will only be released through streaming. March 23rd, Parallels. This series follows 4 teenage friends whose lives are turned upside down when a mysterious event scatters the group across time and space. With 2 friends in the present day and the other 2 in a completely separate timeline, they race to find each other, hoping to unravel the mystery of the event and return home before forever changing their futures. March 30th, Moon Knight. The next star in the Marvel TV series Sky, Oscar Isaac enters the MCU as a soldier for hire who has become the host to an ancient Egyptian god whose spirit turns him into a vigilante anti-hero. Amazon Prime, March 4th, The Boys Diabolical. In this brand new spin-off series from The Boys, don't let the animation fool you. This new series is anything but kid-friendly. Instead, the show utilizes the animated medium to take explosive violence and dial it up a notch. With episodes that tend to clock in just under 15 minutes, this will make for an easy-to-binge viewing experience that should tie in perfectly with the upcoming premiere of The Boys Season 3. HBO Max, March 3rd. Our Flag Means Death. From the creators of What We Do in the Shadows and co-starring Taika Waititi and Rhys Darby, this 6-episode period comedy series is loosely based on the true adventures of 18th century would-be pirate Stede Bonnet, who chose to abandon his life of luxury in favor of captaining the pirate ship Revenge. The Tourist. This BBC Limited series, The Tourist, will have its US premiere. Starring Jamie Dornan, it begins with a man who wakes up in the hospital with no recollection of his identity and what happened to him, and it highlights his frantic journey of searching for the truth and the reason why someone wants him dead. And that's everything that will be streaming in March. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.